Hey everyone, it is Thursday, October 15th, 2015. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 205. No video last week. It was a very kind of depressing beginning to the week when we suffered the loss of our fur baby Watson, who is my daughter's bunny, on Sunday morning. And then I had other issues going on, and I just kind of went off the whole thing last week between that and issues with the internet and so on. And this week the weather has just not been cooperating. Tuesday it was dark and gray. Yesterday I actually got a break and I started recording, and as I was recording it just kept getting darker and darker, so like halfway through the video you could barely even see me. It was that dark. So I have a little break here. I'm going to hope that it lasts long enough for me to do this video, so I'm just going to run through things really quick and call it a day. I will say, link in the description to anything I can link to. The only thing I will, if there's something different about the link, I will tell you when I show you, whatever it is I show you. So let me start by sharing with you a finished object that I'm proud of. This is the Shrug I mentioned, I believe, in my last video I had started. It is complete. I'm a little warm, or I would go ahead and put it on, so you will be seeing it in future videos. But I just got home from work, ran around, did what I had to do, and said, well, let me record. But here it is. It's a free pattern from Lion Brand. It's done using a size end hook and the homespun yarn. This is actually Painted Desert. So the colors are actually showing up really well. Yesterday, the way the light was hitting, they were like super bright, and they're not really that bright. So here it is. I really like it. It's soft, it's comfortable, you know, it serves its purpose. The only thing I will say, I will not link directly to the pattern because you do have to be a member of Lion Brand in order to get the pattern. But Yolanda Soto Lopez actually has a video tutorial with this pattern. That's what I will link to, so you can go check that out there. But very simple, very easy. I love it, and the only time I can't wear it, of course, is when I'm holding my little Azzy, because she likes me to have a hood. So anyway, enough said about that. Next up is a couple of mug rugs. The first one is a pattern that comes from a person named Gourmet Quilter, I believe it is, on YouTube. I thought it was really cool. It's done using squares from a charm pack, and I really like it. This is it. It's 4 different squares for the front. There's usually a square in the middle, and then of course there's the square on the back. And it also has very thin batting. I mean, very thin batting. So this is it. It's really neat. The only issue I have is my sewing machine is 26 years old, and it doesn't like the bulk in the corners. It doesn't mind bulk anywhere else, but when it comes to the corners, it gives me a problem. But I will probably try my daughter's machine the next time. But it's really cool, really neat. I like it. Nice Christmassy little prints. And these are from charm packs I got from Keepsake Quilting. And then, of course, I just decided to do a little one just for the heck of it. This is using 2 squares from a charm pack, so nothing fancy. And there's that. And then there's that. And like I said, nothing fancy. I just set it up with a little batting in the center, but I set it up so I could turn it right side out, stitch around the edge, and then I just did this like diagonal stuff here. Didn't measure it, just, you know, counted how many stitches between each and left it at that. So I'm not a quilter, folks. I will never claim to be a quilter, but I like to play around once in a while. So I'll probably do some more of these, and we'll see what happens. Just keep messing around with the little bit of quilting I do. Next thing I have to share with you has to do with Halloween. And this is a pattern that came up on Facebook. I think he's really cute, or she in this case. And it's a little bat. And the bat is actually made so the feet can hang on a pencil, or like this, a wooden dowel. This is just a stick that you get in the bags of stuffing. So really cute little bat. There's the front, there's the back. Very quick, very easy. You just have to be careful how you do the ears. That's all. And I think you actually have to stitch in front to get the ears just right, but I don't remember. I will try to link to the pattern to this because I wrote it down before I worked on it, and I'm hoping I bookmarked it. So there's that. Next up, of course, I have another one of my zombies. My daughter really liked the, hold on a second, we're getting dark again. My daughter really liked the Sinister Sam zombie that I did. And when I was making one for her, I decided that this one needed his own name. He couldn't be named Sinister Sam as well. So I would like to introduce everyone to Freaky Frank. This is Freaky Frank. He is Sinister Sam's right-hand man. He is the one that keeps Sinister's supplies replenished whenever they need to be replenished. I think he's really cool. He's got an orange eye, and, you know, he's just got that wild hair. But he's really cool. He's really neat. My daughter likes him. She's probably waiting to take him back upstairs because he's been down here for a while. But I have, I want to say like 4 more, maybe 5 more that I want to do. And then I'll do a video slideshow with everybody, you know, and their little poems. So you can actually see the doll and read the poem that goes with them. So there's Freaky Frank. The next thing I have to share, told you I had a few. I went to a book fair with my daughter and my son at our local library a couple weekends ago. And of course, I always go to the craft book section to see what they have. And I purchased a few books. I'm not going to share those today. Maybe next week, if I don't have a lot to share, I'll share those. But I did find a book that, excuse me, a really cool book with some really strange looking dolls, and in there was a pouch that's made for one of the dolls in the book. Well, I decided I needed a pouch, so I did this. This is out of Deborah Norville yarn. I couldn't tell you the color right off the bat because I don't have the paper with me, but it's a really neat pouch. It's kind of acorn shaped. I really like it, and yeah, it's got plenty of space. The only thing I carry with me when I go out is my wallet, my cell phone, and maybe some lip balm or something. Other than that, that's it. And I've got a button. Let me see if I can button it here. This is one of the buttons from the ones I've got from Jules. So really cool. Love this pouch. It took me one evening to do this, start to finish, the whole thing, one evening. It was that quick and easy. So, yeah. I love it. I throw it on under my sweatshirt so I can put my sweatshirt over it. That way, you know, my pouch is nice and safe and protected from all the crazies in the world. Sorry. Anyway, last thing I have to share with you. I was very concerned about my little Azzy sleeping on the cold hard plastic during the winter. So I set out to make a couple little things for her to lay on. And I started out with these. Nice, soft, cushy little cushions, and guess what? Put them in her house. She moved her house, she threw them out. She didn't like them. So I'm thinking maybe the bulk she didn't really like, so I'd make her a couple flat things she could lay on. So I took some leftover yarn from my Shrug I did. Made her a couple just little flat crocheted pieces, and what did she do? She threw them out. So I give up. I guess she doesn't want anything in there but her cage to lay on. But my little Azzy is a type that she would rather hang out in Mama's hood all day rather than sleep in her house. In fact, she squeaks at me every time I put her back in. So I now have a couple more mug rugs and a couple pincushions. What else, right? So other than that, that's all I have to share with you. I will hopefully have the baby Afghan completed next week. Maybe some other stuff done. I'm not sure. I'm kind of working a little slow. And Crystal, aka Clumsy Cord, did mention in a comment about my zigzag scarf. I have just picked it up and started working on it again. The issue I had was choosing the 5 colors I wanted to choose from each of the different months. So I still have to finish May. I then have June, July, August, September, and pretty soon October to do. So I really need to get going. So I am putting May's colors on now. Hopefully I will have a couple months caught up by next week. I can show you the progress on that. But really do need to get that going because we'll be in December and I'll still be working on June. It is what it is, right folks? But the only other thing I want to tell you about, if you're at all interested in anything crafty or foodie for the month, for October, for Halloween, definitely go check out Sew Hooked. Miss Elfin Jen has been posting patterns and recipes and different ideas every day for the month of October that have to do with Halloween. So it's really cool, really neat. Definitely go check it out. She does have a new pattern pack available for sale in her Crafty store. It is called Jack's Lanterns, and they're really neat. They're, I want to say 9 different pumpkin faces that you can put on a pumpkin. So if you enjoy paper piecing, you might want to go check that out. They're really cool. And for $6, it's a really good price. So, and yours truly purchased it, and I'm really hoping that my daughter will not have any issues printing them out on her printer, because sometimes her printer can be really, really particular. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to go because I'm hitting just over 10 minutes. I don't want this video to be any longer than it needs to be, and I don't want the clouds to come up and then I can't record. So hopefully this turned out bright enough. It'll have to do. And that being said, I do look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, I'm out. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one, and I will see you all next week, hopefully on time. Bye.